Never.
Ty, what stands out from today's game?
Pace, I think speed of the game, and just not in the half court, not moving with pace and with speed, kind of walking through everything offensively, and so when we do, that's going to be tough to score. And then I think, you know, on misses, we got to be able to run and attack early in transition, which we're not getting out. All five guys are not running it all the time, and then when we do get in the half court, we're just moving too slow.
Ty, I feel like we've repeated a lot of the same talking points the last couple of days. I guess, what do you think, how does this change for you guys?
One, make some shots. That's one way. Two, play with more pace, more physicality. And three, play harder. Play harder. I mean, you're in a hole right now. We're in a hole right now. And so we have to do these things every single night, which we talk about. And so either we got to get better at it or we got to do something different. And so I'm not to that point yet, but we just got to do some things better. And we're not very good. They're not a very good basketball team right now. And we got to change that.
What do you make of Paul's struggles so far this season? Outside of the Kings game, I think he's shooting about 28% on the season.
I don't know. We have confidence in, what he brings on both sides of the basketball. And as long as he's taking his shots, and I thought tonight he got his shot, he just didn't make. And so that's part of basketball. And so, but the other things like just taking care of the basketball, rebounding the basketball, defending, and that's 1 through 15. We can do those things every single night. And so that's what we're focused on. I thought we got some open shots tonight that we didn't make, but just being able to enjoy the game, have fun with the game, and. So, PG, he's going to be fine. Like, we know he can score the basketball, so that's not a concern.
Ty, the beginning of the third quarter and really even sooner in the fourth quarter, you had to call timeouts, get your team back together. What were you seeing that caused those timeouts, and what do you basically are trying to get through to the group in terms of what you need to see?
They were on a run in the third quarter, so that's why I called timeout. In the fourth quarter, we wasn't running the play right, and so just to get their attention, and then we come out of timeout and we didn't run it right again. So we got to be more focused and more locked into what we're doing, and so that's the frustrating part.
After you had a practice yesterday, and I'm sure you've gone over that, you sure the players have gone over that, is this one of those situations where you got a game tomorrow, you kind of leave it up to the players to figure it out right now?
No, we all got to figure it out. It's not just on the players, myself included, And like I said, if we're not going to be able to do things that we're supposed to do, then we got to do something different. And so that, lies on me. And, we kind of go from there. But we all got to be better, look in the mirror and not out the window, And so that's what we got to do. We got to be better all around collectively, not just the players, the coaches, everybody involved. So, I'm not the one to point the finger, but we just got to, do things better, do things harder. And so there's really no coaching. There's really no coaching for playing harder. Just got to do things a little harder, a little bit more pace, put more into the game.
And Coach, defensively, the last few games, I've noticed that you've been going zone a little bit. Is there a reason for that, or do you feel like your guys are having trouble keeping the ball in front of them? What are you seeing defensively from your players effort-wise?
Just zone, just to try to, change the flow of the game. If a team has a good, offensive rhythm, you want to try to change that rhythm by going zone. And so our zone's been effective over the last couple of years. And so just something to try to slow them down, make them do something different.
Ty, kind of building off of the stuff with Law, there was a couple times during the game you could be seen on the court trying to direct guys to go set screens and, kind of run the play correctly. You mentioned effort as well. Trying to fix the effort, you've already talked about how that's not really a coaching thing. But on the execution side, how do you get them to kind of drill it down a little bit better?
No, we've been drilling it, and when guys are playing multiple positions, like I said, when we play small, we don't know who the 5-man's going to guard. If he's going to guard Amir, T-Man, Nico, Rocco, Marcus. So, we really don't know. And those were just kind of my fault because I changed the play. And so when guys would line up in a different spot, I was trying to call for a different play that we ran coming out of timeout because we made a substitution, so it was a little different. But those wasn't their fault tonight.
And you mentioned you think things will change when you guys start making some more threes. When you guys do start making more threes, what does that do for the offense in terms of opening things up?
Well, it's open. I mean, we shot 39 threes that, they're only making 11. So I thought we tried to make the right play when we got in the paint. But when they went on a run and the game, was, more in their favor, that's when we became, one-on-one instead of, still continue to play through the game and play the right way. And so that's one thing we got to get better at.
Ty, how's the body language look to you the last couple of days?
I don't know.
Well,
How's it look to you?
I mean, there's been moments where it doesn't look great.
I can't hear you.
There's been moments where it doesn't look great. I mean, I don't know if a lot
I
of
mean,
that
when you're
shot selection-
losing, when you got a good team and you have the talent to be good, I think that can happen. And so, having a 9-point lead in that second quarter and then going in at halftime tied, it's going to be some shift in your body language because we know we can play better and we can do things better. So, like I said, there's no reason to hang our heads. We just got to be better, all the way around. And so we have another game tomorrow. That's the great thing about the NBA, and see what we're made of tomorrow.
Ty, there's so many guys that just seem to be in slumps at different point, whether it's Reggie or Norm or PG, whether it's from three or free throw. It's just someone at some point is having a slump in this early start of the season. Are you seeing guys kind of get in their own heads when they're shooting or hesitating when they normally wouldn't hesitate, or what have you seen from that?
Yeah, at times, but that shouldn't be our focus, and that's the problem. Like, we worry about scoring the basketball, and if we're not scoring the basketball, then everything else goes away, and it can't be that way. And so we can't be a team that, thrives off just scoring the basketball or making shots or getting shots. We got to come in with a defensive mindset, ready to play and play the right way. And so, if you're taking good shots, I'm not coaching off that. I'm coaching if you're making the right play, if you're playing hard defensively. And so we can't drop our heads when we miss shots. Like, that's part of the game. Like, there's more to do in the basketball game than just shooting the basketball.
Norman mentioned in Oklahoma City after that first game there that he just felt like he had to relax a little more and that you told them as much. What did you think of his last two games where he's shot the ball better in his approach?
Yeah, I think just not overthinking, just playing the game and take what the defense gives you, not trying to force it, and he works too hard. He works too hard to be in a slump, and so we know he's been an efficient offensive scorer. So we knew that would come. So the last couple of games, he's kind of found his rhythm a little bit, and we're going to need him to continue to play well.
What's this, just for you, what's this last week just been like? Four losses have come in the last 7 days. How have you navigated that, try to keep the guys up? And
The big, just stay positive. I'm a little upset right now, but tomorrow I'll be different. But staying positive, continue to put the work in, and we did some good things early on. In that first half, we did some good things, and so that's what we gotta continue to show film. Just things that we were doing well, things that having the right intent. Offensively. I thought defensively we did some good things tonight. Just, we can't score the basketball. And so to be, 27th in the league in scoring is, that's terrible with all the talent that we have.